Happy Thriftmas in July! In today's video, I'm going to share some of my favorite holiday finds from yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, the bins, and more. This video is part of a collaboration with Nicole from Nesting Haven. You can find a link to her channel and all of the other videos in the Thriftmas in July playlist in the description below the video. If you're new here, I'm Kim and I love hunting for vintage glassware, retro board games, and anything to do with needlework and fiber arts. If these things also interest you, be sure to hit subscribe so you can check out some more of my videos. Let's get started. One of my favorite things to hunt for are handmade holiday decorations. I feel like they really give you that coziness that helps you appreciate the holiday season. One of the coolest items that I pulled out of the bins earlier this year was this folded star. I recognize this folded star pattern because this was something that my mom also did back in the 80s, so it definitely gives me those 80s vibes, which of course as an 80s kid I love. I thought this was absolutely beautiful and really well done. As you can see, there's a nice contrast between the green and the red. There's a lot of different patterns of the fabric, and it was nicely finished around the edge. This definitely brings me back to these hoops that were hanging around my childhood home, and so that's why I'm really excited to display this in the upcoming holiday season. Another fun handmade holiday item that I found is this wreath. As you can see on the back here, this is a straw wreath that has been covered with fabric, and this also kind of has that folded star pattern, and it was extremely carefully made. It's a really interesting style because they just stuck pins into it to hold the shape. I also found this in the bins and I'm really glad that I was able to rescue it. I think these two pieces will look really nice displayed near each other during Christmas season. You may notice a trend that some of my best handmade holiday finds were from the bins. I also found this set of Christmas tree decorations in the bins. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably know that I have a weakness for plastic canvas art. I don't create it myself, but it totally reminds me of my grandmother in the 80s and 90s, so I love picking it up and rescuing it whenever I can. As you can see, I found this stack of beautiful plastic canvas art, and I believe that these were sold at a craft sale or a church sale because on the back they actually have a tag that says plastic canvas tree. I actually found a bunch of different holiday items that probably were made by the same person and I rescued them all. This is very pretty. I think it will look nice displayed in the winter. Here is the other design. You can see that this one has a green background in gold ornaments here. I think these are absolutely lovely and I'm glad I have a set of them. I love embroidery and cross stitch and I always rescue handmade pieces when I can. I found this cross-stitch bird with this beautiful wreath outside at an estate sale recently, and I really just think it's so pretty, so festive. I found this Let It Snow snowman with a birdhouse at a senior center sale back in February. I really found a lot of cool items at this senior center sale, so I'm glad I was able to go to it pre-pandemic. I think this is so cute, and somebody put a lot of work into this, so I was happy to rescue it. Snowmen are one of my favorite holiday motifs, and I found this cross-stitch at a church yard sale just the other day. As you can see, this cost 25 cents, which is just crazy to me, but I was happy to rescue this cute little snowman. Although this advent calendar was produced in quantity, so it wasn't handmade by a home artist, I'm sure somebody had to look at this individually in order to create these pieces. I found this advent calendar in the bins. I found most, although not all, of the pieces that go inside it. I was definitely hunting, trying to find all of the pieces. Unfortunately, I did not find baby Jesus, but I will have to create something or hopefully find something like this in order to add it to this advent calendar. I just thought this was so cool, and of course I had to rescue it even if I am missing a few of the pieces. That's something I can create, or I'll find something similar I can use at some point in the future. This advent calendar was sold by MFA Boston, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and hopefully you can see here that it was made in the Philippines. This was definitely a fun find. Here are some more of my fun holiday finds from the bins. As you can see, these are plastic canvas stars. They're white on the inside with a beautiful gold outside, and I found a set of 4 of them safely tucked away in a plastic bag, so I was able to rescue them without them getting dirty. I think these are so cute and they'll look nice on my handmade tree or displayed in in another way. If you'd like to see the tree I decorate with handmade finds, be sure to check out the video I've linked in the description and also here in the cards. Here are a few more of the handmade ornaments that I rescued. I have these 2 stockings that say Noel, and I found one of these candy canes that totally remind me of my childhood. And you can see on the back that these were made in 1985. I also found this little plastic ornament that says Greg on it, 1990, and I picked this up because that's actually my brother's name. How convenient. As you can see here, this is another plastic canvas ornament that says Noel. It is a little mailbox, says 1987, and you could even put a little note inside. I love this. I also found a pair of these wooden Christmas ornaments, probably made in Taiwan. They definitely give off that homemade vibe. And we have this little elf girl here and the angel in the stocking. Even though it's not handmade, I have to show this off. It's a cute little Santa's Village Christmas elf. This is made by Gund, as you can see here, and this was also rescued from the bins around the same time. Same goes for this little reindeer finger puppet. When I was at the Senior Center Flea Market in February, I hit the handmade ornament jackpot. Here is a box filled with all of the treasures that I picked up at that flea market. I have never seen such a variety of plastic canvas ornaments. This is a little Christmas tree surrounded by a star, and as you can see, I found another one. I also found a bunch of these beaded stars. I absolutely love these. These totally give me those handmade holiday vibes. And here's one that looks like a snowflake. Here is a smaller star. Here's a set of 3 of these snowflakes. Here's a cool ornament that kind of looks like crochet. Here is a really cool sparkly ornament. It looks to me like all of these beads were hand glued onto styrofoam. It's really sparkly. I thought these ornaments were really neat. They're wreaths with candles in the middle. And you see I got a little bit of a variety of them. Here are a couple more crocheted wreaths. Here are some plastic canvas stockings. So adorable. Here are some plastic beaded icicles. These will look so nice on a tree. Of course, we cannot forget the classic beaded candy canes. I like that there's some color variety in these. Here is another style of wreath. Here are a couple more of the beaded stars. Here are a couple more stars. So creative. Here is a Christmas tree with some beads on it for ornaments. Here's a shiny wreath that looks like these were all pinned in individually. I remember this style from the 80s. Here's another wreath. A drum with toothpicks for the drumsticks. These I could not resist. As you can see, it's a little Christmas ornament. These look like poinsettias on the outside, and it has those little fuzzy bears from the 80s and 90s. And this one's really cool because it has a fuzzy penguin. I love penguins, so that was a really exciting find. And here are a few more ornaments I also picked up at that sale. We have Snoopy on a wreath, a painted dustpan, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet in a snow globe, a little snowman on a glass ornament, one of those melted plastic ornaments that are so fun with these little doves, 2 copper snowmen, a little stained glass angel, a goose in a basket, and a little mouse hanging in a wreath. I've definitely been looking forward to sharing those beautiful ornaments with other people who can appreciate handmade treasures. Besides rescuing other people's creations, I also like to look for kits so I can make my own. One of my best finds from the winter season was this sunset stocking kit. I absolutely had to get this because I love snowmen, I love cute little creatures, and I've been looking for a crewel stocking kit. As you can see, I found this at Savers and I paid $2.99 for it. I was absolutely shocked when I looked this up on eBay and saw that this is a super desirable kit, so finding it for such a reasonable price is saving me a whole lot of money. I can't wait to make this beautiful snowman stocking. I also found this angel cross stitch kit at the Salvation Army, and this was $1.99. I thought this was really cute, brightly colored, very cheerful, so this will be fun to do for the holiday season. I also found this Dimensions set of ornaments kit, and this is really awesome because you can make all these different different ornaments, and it comes with the backing, all the thread. As you can see, I paid $2 for this at Goodwill. I really like the style of the writing on these ornaments. I found this Winter on Main Street pattern at Goodwill for $1. This is actually just the pattern and the fabric. For some reason, the thread is missing. But that's fine because it does include the colors and I will be able to use my own floss. This is a pretty desirable pattern as well, so I was happy to find this. I found this bow tie cross-stitch kit at an estate sale recently. And I just really liked the houses, the church, all the pretty little designs here. At the senior center sale, I also found this stack of pot holders that you would cross stitch on them. You can see that there were a bunch of different patterns, such as these penguins, and someone had started it. And what's nice is that I can choose my own color scheme, choose the reds and greens and other colors I want. I also found this winter scene project at the senior center sale. As you can see, this style of craft is called picture craft. And what you do is actually stick in the yarn over the picture. I think it'll be fun. I love vintage crafts. Let's transition to the holiday glassware by taking a look at another handmade treasure. As you can see, this is one of those ceramic pieces made from a mold, and this is a bear holding a Christmas tree. I do have the lights to go in here. I just took them out when I cleaned it, and it did come with the light to light him up in the back. He is so cute, and I'm glad that I found this at a yard sale for a couple of dollars. At that same yard sale, I also found this Christmas house. This is a ceramic house. It was not handmade. It is by Department 56, as you can see here. I also have the light to light this up, so this will look great in my Christmas display. I was so excited to come across this set of holiday crewel. This is the winter holly pattern, and it is the complete set with dinner plates, bread and butter plates, bowls, and mugs. I've never seen this at a yard sale or anywhere else, and to find the whole set was awesome. Even better, it was just down the street from where I live. Here is the winter holly pattern. It's just so pretty. When I asked how much it was, he told me just $5, and I was so excited and told him so. And the lady of the house actually said, "Hey, I have another set of those if you'd like them." And I was like, "Really?" She brought me the holidays set. This was the slightly earlier set from the 80s, I believe, even though it says new crewel. And I couldn't believe it that I got two complete sets for $5 a piece. As you can see, the holidays set is slightly different. This is the old school milk glass style mug, so I was really excited about those. And you can see that the center of the holly has a darker line through it. The pattern is slightly different and the bowls are slightly different, but now I'm so excited because I have a set of 8. Besides those ceramic pieces and the crewel sets, I haven't actually been finding a lot of Christmas glassware out and about. Haven't been going as often as I did back in the winter. So everything I'm about to show you, I pulled out of the bins back in February, and I never got a chance to show it until now. I was lucky enough to be at the bins when they were turning over the glassware, and I spotted this Fenton basket resting on top, and I grabbed it right away. As you can see here, this is a hand-painted Fenton basket. You can see there's a bit of a holly pattern here, as well as on the handle. And you can see it was signed by the artist, Jan Chapman, on the bottom. I'm not a huge fan of baskets, but I do like Fenton, and I love that this is a Christmas basket. I also found this set of 3 Christmas bears. As you can see, this one is sitting looking adorable, and you can see that this was made in Japan. This one is hanging out on his head, and it looks like this one is doing a cartwheel. I also found this Mikasa Christmas tree plate. You may be able to see here at the top that there's a little hairline crack, but since I'm not really going to use it for anything heavy duty, it's fine. Found it in the bins. And you can see here, it's by Mikasa, Japan. Another fun find was this set of Christmas geese. You can see this one here has a wreath around its neck, and they're just so cute. You can see that these geese are by Department 56. Speaking of Department 56, I also found this Santa candle. I actually found the base first, and I thought that was cute by itself, and I was really happy to find the cover. As you can see, it is a candle on the inside, and it is very strongly scented of cinnamon. And here on the bottom, you can see that it's made by Department 56. Another Santa that I pulled out of the bins was this plate. I thought this was unusual, and I figured I'd pick it up since glassware is so inexpensive at my local bins. Another thing I found in the bins was this Starbucks mug. I actually love this pattern. I remember when this came out a few years ago, and it was so nice to find a giant mug. As you can see, this is an 18-ounce mug. That is a lot of tea. I also found this snowman candle in the bins in its original box. On the bottom, you can see that this was put out by American Greetings. As I've already shared, I love snowman, and an unused candle is a great find. I was also surprised to find this Christmas Heritage False Craft potpourri warmer in the bins. You can see the pattern here on the warmer that goes on the top. And you can see it still has the potpourri. And you can still smell it even after all these years. I also cannot resist old school tree toppers. These shiny ones totally remind me of my childhood Christmas tree, though I have to rescue them when I find them. I also found these old school bubbling lights. As you can see, you will plug these into a bulb holder and this will move. I haven't tried it out yet. I might just use this as decor. These are definitely older. Last but not least, we can't forget a nativity set. You can see that these are cute little hand-painted figurines. On the bottom, you can see that they were made in Mexico. Look at the cute little creatures. And of course, we can't forget baby Jesus. So there you have some of my best Christmas finds from 2020. Leave a comment and let me know which of these holiday finds was your favorite. Be sure to check out Nicole's channel, Nesting Haven, linked in the description, as well as the playlist to see what else people found for Thriftmas in July. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you're interested in seeing my other Christmas finds, check out this playlist. Have a good one. Goodbye.